And by the way, in case anyone's wondering, so how does guilt develop? I mentioned at the age it develops, internalizing morals and values. But this is actually the most important piece of guilt is that you have a parent that when you do something, excuse my language, stupid, which kids do, they're not made to feel stupid.
Yeah.
That's the main thing is that you could sit down and put your arm on them and say, listen, you knocked down little Susie's blocks. Like what was going on? Or you can't be, it's understandable. I appreciate that you got angry with Susie. We all get angry, but you can't knock down her block. So you're doing it
Mhm.
in sort of a firm way, but you're stepping into their world, down at their level, maybe your hand on their shoulder. That's
Mhm.
kind of the merging or that fluidity that I just mentioned. Because as a parent, of course, you're going to have your own feelings if your child is behaving aggressively. Who
Mhm.
knows what they may be? But if you have your own guilt or superego or
Or
internalized morals
shame.
or
Mhm.
shame, exactly. And that's the other
Mhm.
side. Because most parents, believe it or not, well, I don't want to say most, but because of the adults that I work with, of course, I have a biased sample because they're in therapy, but they shame the kid. That's right. They say,
Right.
what's wrong with you? Like you always mess everything up, and that's
Mhm.
the kind of reaction that, of course, will lead to shame instead of guilt.
Of course. And
Yeah.
it will lead then to defensive behaviors coming from that child.
Because you have no choice, right?
Right.
That goes back to what we said before.
Right.
That's adaptive.
Right.
And they're automatic. They're not even thought of. And then in comes all the defenses that go along with shame, which is the splitting and the projection and making other people feel
Right.
just as humiliated as you once felt, but you don't want to feel again. Right.
Right. Right.
Yeah.